Before I start, I want to know where you guys are coming from last year. Last year when you took Algebra 1, does the term completing the square ring a bell? Like that might have been something you went over, completing the square. Even if you don't know any, you at least remember it was discussed in class, hopefully. Okay, good. We need to bring that back today eventually. All right, so I just wanted to see where we were coming from. This whole unit, as you know, has been on circles, different parts. Well, we're not going to talk about parts of a circle today. We're going to talk about the equation of a circle. And I don't need you to copy this down like this right here. That's the equation of a line. That's the form the line comes in. And if you have this, I think you talked about this last year. Anybody remember what these form? Equation, and when it's x is squared. Remember what those were called? Parabolas. Yep, those are parabolas. All right, so a line has a certain equation, parabolas have a certain equation. Now, today, what's the equation of a circle? And it looks pretty intimidating. I'm not going to lie. It looks pretty intimidating, but it's not. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. I need you to make sure you realize what two of the parts mean in the equation. First, let me go with what h and k represent. You're going to see numbers plugged in for h and k. Those numbers represent the x and the y coordinate of the center of the circle. Okay? When you see those numbers mean those are the center of the circle, the x and the y coordinate of the center. And then the other piece I need you to be aware of is r, not r squared, just r by itself. And I think you guys know probably in this unit already, pretty good guess what r is going to be. That's my radius length. Okay, that's going to be my radius length. So you'll see numbers plugged in for h and k. I take those numbers out, and that represents the center of the circle. And then you'll see a number in here, which is r squared, but r represents the radius length. And again, we just got to do some reps of these. All right, ready to roll? So help me write the equation of this circle. A center with 3, -3, and a radius of 6. I want the equation of that circle. I know what the center is, and I know what the radius is. Ready to go? First parenthesis up there. X minus h is the x coordinate of the center. So everyone look at the center they gave us. What's the x coordinate there? 13. Sorry, Charlie. What's the x? Sorry, I caught you off guard there. What's the x coordinate of the center? 3. So everyone ready? X minus h, x minus 3 squared. I'm just following the equation. Plus, here we go, y. Now watch what happens here. Hey, watch what happens. 1, Anna, what's the y coordinate of my center? -3. So everyone see what's going to happen here. Y minus -3. What's going to happen? It's actually going to be y plus 3 squared. So you can just take the opposite of the signs and plug them in. The opposite of the coordinates and plug them in. Equals, and this is important, 10, how long is the radius? 6. But look what I plug in the equation. I don't plug in 6. I plug in the radius length squared. So you're not going to see a 6 here. What am I going to see instead? That's what I thought, too. Good job. 36. 6 squared. So there it is. Your first equation of a circle. Oh, and good news, too. You're done. Don't have to double distribute. Nothing. You're done. That's it. Nice. Just fill in the center and the radius, and you're good. All right. Everyone see where the 3's came from and the 36. Are we okay? Again, that's it. You're done. Don't try to be a hero and do x minus 3 times x minus 3. You are done. All right, let's do it using a graph now. Let's use it using a graph. Just making sure we all match up. All right, first, identify the center for me, because that's a big part of the equation. What is the center? Right here, there's the center. You know, that's 3, 3. That's a length of 2. what's the center of this circle here first? 6, what's the center? 1, 3. All right, so 1, 3 is the center. All right, so let's build our equation now. X, what should go in that first parenthesis now? X, 7 minus 1 squared, because that's the x coordinate of the center, plus, what about in the next parenthesis? 11, 7? X, y minus 3, good catch, equals your radius squared. First, what is your radius length here? 10, what's my radius length? Square it. There you go. So you guys can pick this up. Any issues yet? All right, let's keep going. A center at 0, -2, and a radius length of radical 26. All right, no problem. What's going to go in the first set of parentheses? 2. Nate, what's going to go in that first set? X. What's the x coordinate of my center? 0. All right, hey, take a look. I'm okay if you do that. That's fine. But I'm going to let you know your book probably won't show that. Instead, you know what what's x minus 0? Just x. So you'll probably just see that there. Okay, and that means the x coordinate was 0 if there's nothing else with it. All right. What about the rest of it now? Plus, what goes in the second set of parentheses here? 8 y. Great. Plus 2, right? Because a negative minus a -2 squared equals, all right, what is the radius here? 5, what's the radius length?
26 squared, or 26.
What's the radius? What's the radius length that's given?
26.
Radical 26. But I want that squared, right? Because it's r squared. So again, I think somebody asked this on the homework. Iris asked this on the homework. What happens when I square a radical? Speds? So you're going to see a 26 there. Okay. How we feel? All right? We're good? Because I think now a little bit more challenging questions, and I'm going to go in reverse now. All right, I'll give you the equation. You guys pick the center and radius for me. What do we got next? Oh, yeah, here we go. All right, write the equation of the center, a circle with the center at negative. All right, so everyone plot it. Here's the center, -3, -2. There's the center. And it passes through. So the outside of the circle goes through 1, -2. Did we change that or is that the same? 1, 3. Good. I'm glad we changed that because that was too easy. Okay. So what's the equation of this circle? So yeah, go ahead. Pick up your, I see a lot of you. Go ahead, pick up your compass. Let's see I want to see what it looks like, darn it. So put your compass on the center. Make sure you put your compass point on the center. Put your pencil point on where it goes through. And this is probably what you wanted to do all year from the very beginning. Go all the way around and make cute circles. All right, let's talk. I think you can get the left side of the equation written, right? Can you write the left side? Because you know the center right now. You know what the center is. Can you guys give me the left side of the equation? You already know the center. 6, hook me up here. What do I have? X plus 3 squared plus y plus 2 squared. Good. I'm just changing the signs. Here's what we need. What the heck's the radius? All right, usually it was given to us. It's not given to us now. What is the radius length here? Anybody see a radius in this diagram? Can you draw in a radius though? I think you can. Hey, draw it in. That's why I had you guys just use your compass. Hey, look. Isn't that a radius? All right, come on, dig deep in your geometry. How can I find the length of that line segment? Say it, say it, say it.
Distance.
Yes, distance formula. Yes. I know everyone missed it. The distance formula. Here we go, off to the side. Let's find the length of this radius. x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. All right, here we go. Plug in your x coordinates, which are -3 minus 1 squared plus -2 minus -2. So it's going to be +2 here. Everyone all right with that? -2 minus a -2 becomes +2. All right, go ahead. Let's find the distance. How long was that radius? 4? Everyone's getting square root of 16, 4? No? You get 0 here, so I'm not even looking here. You get 0 here, done. You get -4 here,
Used
-4.
the wrong coordinates. You used one -2 there. One 3.
Oh, thank you. Son of a gun. It's 1, 3, right? Okay, so let's try that again. All right, so -3 minus 1 squared plus 3 minus, so 3 plus 2 over here. Is that better? Right? -3 minus, fire today. Plus 3, right? Nope. Maybe I'll get this one day here. -3 minus 1, got it. -2 minus 3, there we go, squared. Now let's see if I can get this and act like I'm an above average math teacher here. That's going to be 4 squared, -4 squared plus -5 squared. Am I doing all right? 16 and 25. The radius is 1, 2, 41, square root of 41. All right. That's embarrassing. All right, square root of 41 is the radius length. So what are you going to put in for r? Remember, I don't put that in for the right side. I put r squared in, right? When you write the equation of the circle, you put in r squared. All right, what do you got for me? 7, what's the r squared value then?
41.
41. Yep, I take the square root off. There you go. So there's my equation. Finally. Sorry about that, everyone. Any questions from you guys? So again, you're not always going to be given the radius. You might have to use distance formula. All good? All right. Let's use our compass again. Can you help me graph this circle? Well, I'm going to need, whoa. Before you graph it, I'm going to need 2 values from you, right? I need to know what the center of this circle is. And then I'm going to need to know what the radius length is. I'll start off with the easy one. What's the radius length? Remember, 36 is here, but 36 is r squared. All right, this value represents r squared. So what is r then? What's the radius length? 4? Hi, how are you? 36 is r squared. But I'm looking for just the radius length then. 6, right? Square root of 36, take the square root of it, it's 6 radius length. All right, what's your center then if -2 and +1 are in here now? What was your center originally? 3, Spence?
-2, 1.
Oh, be careful. If my center was -2, that would have been a +2. Right? So what must I have plugged in to have x minus 2? Just 2, -1. Good. Are you guys just seeing I just change the signs when I put them in or take them out? Okay, when I put them in the equation or take them out, I just change the signs. All right, go ahead, graph it. Let's graph 2, -1. Graph your center first. And now, how can you use your radius to find more points?
Let's go out. So
Up, down, left, right, whatever floats your boat. So from the center, I can go up 6, right 6, down 6, left 6, whatever floats your boat. 5, 6. And then I just take my compass, and I don't need all 4 of them. Now I take my compass and go to work. Are you comfortable taking the center and the radius out now from the equation? We can go back and forth now. You guys can create the equation, or you can give me the center and radius knowing it. Because now here's where we take a big turn. Yikes, that's the turn we're taking here. Whoa, how about that one, huh? Graph that circle. That is a circle, believe it or not. But unfortunately, what don't we like? It's not in the form we've been using all class, right? Well, here's our job. We need to convert that equation into the one we've been using all day today, which is the x minus h, y plus k, and r squared. All right, here is where this is why I asked you guys earlier, if you remember, completing the square, because that's what we're about to do right now, that method. Completing the square. We're going to do it twice, though. We're going to do it on the x's and the y's. I'm going to go slow now. If you have any questions, let me know. We're going to turn that equation into something we're familiar with and can graph. First step, make sure the lone number is on the other side all by itself. Everyone see the -8? If it was on the other side as +8, I would need to move it over. So make sure the lone number is by itself. Step 2, rearrange the equation so the x's are next to each other and the y's are next to each other. All right, so please, let's rearrange the left side so the x's are next to each other and the y's are next to each other. And what I mean is x squared is paired with -8x plus y squared paired with plus 2y equals -8. So there's first step, lone number to the other side, x's and y's paired together. All right, now we're going to complete the square twice. Here we go. Here is completing the square. With the x's, we are going to add a number to it. All right, we're going to add a secret number to it. That's ridiculous. Why would I, me of all people, say secret number? And we're going to do the same thing with the y's. We're going to add a number to it. Last year, you did this method, the factor. How to find that secret number? Anybody remember how to find that one? All right, I'm just going to, ready? You take half your b value and square it. So everyone, my b value is -8. So in your head right now, take half of that. Or on your calculator, whatever. Take half of it and square it. what number do I get back? So take half your b value and square it. What number do you get back? 10? You should get positive because you square any number. Make sure that's in parentheses if you're using your calculator. Should be positive 16. Because remember, anytime you square a number, it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative, you should get it to be positive. All right, do it over here. Take half your b value and square it for me. What's my new number over here? 12. What's my new number? Half of 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1. So I take half the b value and square it. Good? But here's the problem right now. Maybe somebody can tell me. Here's where we were before we started. Now we're here. And this is not like I'm a little teapot here. What am I trying to show you here or tell you? We were here, and then you gave me that 16 and 1, and now we're here.
Both sides are equal.
Darn right, Spence. You guys know your whole, whatever you do to one side, you got to balance it on the other side. So what do I need to do to the right side? I need to add 16 and 1. Okay, let's clean up the right side. What do I have? 17, what's that, 9? Ooh, that's a nice, perfect number, huh? No pun intended, there was. All right, go back to your x's. Factor now. X squared minus 8x plus 16. Can you guys find two numbers that multiply to 16 and add to negative 8?
4 and 4.
What are they?
4 and 4.
And it would, I'm just going to do this off to the side. It would be what? X minus 4 and?
X minus 4. Oh, sorry, X
No,
minus
you're
4.
Spence. Stop talking. You're right. You're good. Can I rewrite that a little differently? That's what this factors into. Can you write that a little differently? How about x minus 4, since there's two of them all? Okay. I think we're starting to see something we're familiar with today, aren't we? We're starting to build here that circle equation we're familiar with. Plus, what's this factor into? Two numbers that multiply to 1, but add to 2. Y, what do you got there? Y plus 1 and? You want to rewrite that for me? Y plus 1 all square. What'd you just do? This is a circle equation. Can you find the center and radius now? Yeah? Yeah! All right, what's the center? We've been pulling out a lot here today. 8, center.
4 negative 1.
Great job. 4 negative 1. And how about my radius length? 9's r squared, but the radius would be 4. Come on.
3.
Yeah, there we go. And then I can graph it. And don't worry, we're going to do another one of these. I know you're excited, but one does not make you great here. And a radius of 3. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Okay, we all right on this one? So definitely not feeling comfortable just doing one of them. You ready to go on the next one? All right, let's take our time again. All right. So I want to graph that. And I know I know it's a circle because x and y are both squared. All right, when x and y are both squared, I know it's a circle. All right, first step, get the low number over and regroup your x's and y's. All right, so we can all do that in one step. Move the 40 over and regroup your x's and y's here for me. Complete the square twice. Find, and I'm not going to call this a secret number anymore. I'm going to call it the new C value because you got A, B, and now we're going to write a C value in. So x squared plus 8x plus, let's find that new C value, plus, do it again for the y's, minus 14y plus this new C value here equals negative 40. Again, the process of finding the C value, half your b squared. So let's see, go ahead. Can you find the new c's on your own? Half your b value squared. And remember, they always should be positive. Okay, these new c values always positive when you complete the square. What is the new c value on the x's? The new c value on the x's, 1, Anna?
16.
16, good work. 4 squared. And then what is my new c on the y's? 1, Anna again?
49.
49. Common mistake, it's unbalanced. Remember, it's unbalanced. Whatever you do to the right, left, you got to do to the right. So make sure you keep that bad boy balanced. All right, I always take care of the right side because that's an easy 25 here on the right side. Nice, perfect number. All right, ready? Now you got to factor. And again, hey, remember, when you're doing this and you factor, both the parentheses should be the same. So 2 numbers that multiply to 16 and add to 8. What do you have there? 2 numbers that multiply to 16 and add to 8. Anna, you're on fire. 3-bagger.
4.
4 and 4, right? So x plus 4 squared. And is anybody catching on to a pattern here? That this number, hey, this number here is always whatever half your b value was. If you take a look. So even if you're like panicking, I got a factor, just take half the b value and you'll be fine. It always happens that way. Plus, what's in my other parenthesis over here? 6, y minus 7, all squared. I don't know why I put that 25 so far away. All right, what's the center and the radius? Give me both. We're at the point. I think you can give me both here. What's the center and radius here? 13, center.
-4.
Great job. And how about that radius? 5. So you guys can go ahead, graph it, and you can grab the textbooks here for the last 10 minutes. Please read the directions. You don't have to graph when it's 24 through 26. It says graph, but you don't have to graph it. I just want you to find the center and the radius by doing completing the square. You got it. Good job today. Tough day, tough day.